Welcome to this week's Retail Reality Check, our weekly look at the latest tech installs that are really shaping the future of retail, all brought to you by the IHL Group. Hey, before we jump into the news, I have to tell you about a tool that is an absolute game changer, JustAskGreg.ai. Seriously, think of it as having your own personal retail analyst on call 24/7. You can get instant feedback on your go-to-market strategy, account plans, market sizing, you name it. It's built on over 30 years of industry insight, so it is incredibly powerful. Okay, so let's get into the big picture for this week. This quote from IHL's own Greg Buzek really nails it. He says, if your infrastructure isn't ready to handle these autonomous workloads at scale, you aren't just behind, you are becoming obsolete. And wow, that just perfectly captures the massive shift we're seeing right now. It's not about little experiments anymore, it's about being ready for full-scale, massive automation. And that really brings us to our main theme today, industrializing automation. What we're seeing across the board is that major retailers are moving way beyond the pilot phase. They are now architecting entire ecosystems to support AI and automation on an enterprise level. This is all being driven by the need for more efficiency, a stronger supply chain, and of course, a better, more personalized experience for you, the customer. So let's start with our first example, and it is a big one, Walmart. They are making a truly massive investment to automate their supply chain from the ground up. And when I say massive, I mean it. We're talking over $330 million. And get this, that's for a single distribution center in Louisiana. This isn't just dipping their toes in the water. This is a huge statement about where they're going. But that one huge investment is just a piece of a much larger strategy. Walmart's goal is to modernize all 42 of its regional distribution centers using symbiotic robotics. The endgame here? To double their shipping capacity and fix what's called inventory distortion, that frustrating gap between what the system says is in stock and what's actually there, right at the source. So while Walmart is laser-focused on the supply chain, Albertsons is taking a really similar ambitious approach, but they're scaling AI across their entire business. They're another fantastic example of a retailer moving well past those small-scale pilots. So you can see here, they've got 4 key areas they're pouring AI into. By building on a single, unified cloud platform, they are weaving artificial intelligence into every single critical part of their operation. It's a really holistic approach that's designed for long-term, sustainable growth. Now, let's take a peek at how this trend is hitting the manufacturing side with Heineken's Connected Worker Initiative. This is all about bringing AI right onto the factory floor. They've developed this amazing platform called CoBrain. The best way to think of it is like a generative AI-powered sidekick for factory workers. It gives them instant access to a global knowledge base and smart tools to solve problems right then and there. And this is not just a concept. It's already happening at a huge scale. CoBrain is live in over 150 breweries, connecting people, data, and machines. It taps into historical data so that a problem that gets solved in one brewery can instantly become the solution for a similar issue halfway around the world. I mean, that is a powerful way to create a global learning network. Another key strategy we're seeing for this big industrialization push is partnership. And a perfect example of this is what Estee Lauder is doing right now. They are completely moving away from scattered, fragmented tech pilots with a dozen different providers. Instead, they're going all in on a single, unified system. By partnering with Accenture, they're standardizing their whole process and building on their existing tech stack, Microsoft, Google. This is going to let them deploy AI way faster and unlock some pretty significant cost savings. Okay, so we've seen the strategy, but what about the immediate results, the bottom line impact? To see that in action, let's take a look at how Staples Canada completely transformed its fulfillment centers. The results here are, well, they're just incredible. By bringing in Locus Robotics, which are basically these smart, autonomous carts that guide workers through the warehouse, they doubled productivity, improved order quality by 73%, and get this, they cut new worker training time by 70%. These are the kind of immediate, tangible results that prove the powerful ROI of this technology. So we've seen how the big players are industrializing automation. Now let's do a quick-fire lightning round and look at some other innovative tech implementations that are making headlines this week. First up, Kroger. They are tackling one of the absolute toughest environments for inventory. We're talking sub-zero freezers by using autonomous aerial drones. This gives them consistent visibility without ever having to put people in those extreme conditions. Over at Lowe's, AI-powered voice agents are now handling routine customer calls in all of their stores. This is brilliant because it frees up their human associates to actually focus on providing better face-to-face service to the customers on the floor. Eileen Fisher is making a big upgrade to a cloud-native point-of-sale system. Basically, this just means all of their sales and inventory data now live in the cloud, giving them one unified, real-time view across their physical stores and their e-commerce site. And in a similar vein, L.L.Bean is building a much deeper, more accurate understanding of its customers by moving to Amperity's customer data cloud. This single view is going to power a whole new level of personalization and predictive marketing for them. So where else is this tech appearing? Well, it turns out AI is now officially becoming a new frontier for advertising itself. Target is actually pioneering a whole new kind of advertising. They're placing contextual, sponsored ads directly inside ChatGPT conversations. This means they can connect with you, the shopper, at that exact moment of product discovery, right inside the AI chat. This could very well be a glimpse into the future of retail advertising. You know, what all these different examples show us is that this huge shift to industrial-scale automation, it's not on the horizon anymore. It's here, and it is accelerating fast. And believe me, what we talked about today is really just scratching the surface of what's happening out there. To dive deeper and get the full story, with the full narrative and over 40 additional news stories and case studies, be sure to check out the full report at www.ihlservices.com.
I'm terrified about the Abercrombie presentation because I don't have the right data to close the deal.
No problem. Just ask Greg AI.
This business plan is a nightmare. I can't find reliable forecasts for the total available market.
That's easy. Just ask Greg AI.
This sounds nice, but where is the total available forecast?
I don't have it.
You don't know? Try Just Ask Greg AI.
Stop guessing. JustAskGreg.ai democratizes elite analyst services.
We use real-time, proprietary data that doesn't hallucinate or just make stuff up. It's intelligence you can trust.
Get the data. Close the deal. Visit JustAskGreg.ai today.
Don't forget to redeem your free month of JustAskGreg.ai. This gives you access to IHL's free and paid research. You can get account coaching, forecasts, and even key strategic details on retailers based on IHL's Sophia, Worldview, and proprietary research. JustAskGreg.ai, your home for hard data retail research.